Alright, howdy, welcome back to episode 33 of the Seablock journey. I apologize for there not being episodes in a while. Got really no excuse besides my poor time management. So yeah, if you guys remember in the last episode, I just walked away from it, but we did all of these aquariums to make the raw crystal splinters that we're then processing into crystal shards. And these are being used for modules later. So we're not at that stage quite yet, but we will get there. Alright, so some things that I'm thinking of doing are basically, I think I outlined this in the last episode, the research that I want to do. I need, let's see, 175, so I need 275 pink science and then 100 purple science to get to logistics systems. So that's kind of going to be the overarching goal that we're going to work towards. I don't want to steal any resources from down here. I basically want this guy to operate as its own thing and for us to basically use that as, you know, a reservoir of things for us to get the tools over here, and that's it. I don't want us to be stealing like things off the bus or, you know, subsidizing our area over here in order to make it so that that guy works. So, basically, we're gonna have to make everything that we have on that boat so that we're not, we don't have on this one already. Those things are mostly including like stone, wood boards. We need to make bricks, and we also need to make normal stone, but and then also concrete as well. That one will be a little harder, but shouldn't be impossible. So I think I'm going to start today just by doing a couple of those things. So first off, I delete that. Yeah, so this is basically everything that I want. And I think it's probably best if we just, you know, start out with doing trees. It's just something we've done before, so not too new. But yeah, I'm just going to get started with it and we can go from there. Because essentially we want 15 boards here. Okay. Alright, let's get some requests going. I'm going to need one of these. I'm just going to request one of a bunch of things and then copy paste them. I think that's usually easier than trying to just build out the whole thing. Okay, we need composters, tree seed generators, and arboretums. Okay, and also those of you who are more observant will remember that, let's see here. I think you can do this in, yeah, any of them, so. Those of you who are more observant will remember that these guys, we do not have auto-crafting these desert tree seed generators. We do not have these guys auto-crafting right now. And the reason for that is because they actually require the tree to make. So yeah, that's something that we don't have going right now, but I'm not too worried about that. Oh, and then composter, did I request one of those? No, I did not. Alright, cool. There we go. And yeah, I mean, we're just jumping right in. So first things first is setting up brown algae farms. So we're gonna do this guy here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I think that's 10, maybe 11. No, that's 10. Cool. Alright. Okay. Get all these guys hooked up. There we go, and then get this guy hooked up as well. Boom. Okay, so now all of these guys should be producing And yeah, from there, we're making 24.2. So we're just going to cram all of that onto one red belt, because we can. Okay, just offset these guys to here. Power it. Alright, let's drop these guys on here. Okay, and then I said we need 5 composters. That is what I would like to do. Can I power these guys from here? Yes, no, I can't. Okay. So we'll power these guys like this. No big deal. Okay. And all of that for 8.1 compost. I don't know, this doesn't seem like it's fast enough. Maybe it is? Oh, it is. Okay. Ah, cool. So yeah, we'll put this guy onto a yellow belt. Okay, go there. Alright, there we go. Cool. Now we need to make all the sand. I guess I skipped this part, didn't I, in my planning? Whoops. Okay, there we go. So, let's grab some washing plants. There's gotta be one near here. Yeah, here we go. And copy this whole thing. Okay, so go like that. Then we'll want another one like this, and we'll want 2 more like. Let's wait on those guys actually. So let's let these guys finish first. So this guy will be number 4. Actually, what does it look like for sand? Okay, so it looks like that. So, yeah, I think I will just do that then. So change this guy to 4. There we go. Okay, there we go. And then let's get this guy powered. Yeah, there we go. So these guys, oh no, it's not going yet. I haven't done everything I need. Okay, let's get this guy set up first before I forget. Okay. Need a liquefier. Alright, paste that right there. Alright, and then we want a belt to pick up all of our mud this way. Okay. There we go. Let's get inserters there and there. Okay. And then we want inserters there, there. There. Okay, and then we need one of these deep water pumps. Alright, there we go, and then we want top up valve right there. Okay, cool. So now these guys should all be going. Good stuff. Now we have sand. Good. Okay. 4.1, so that's plenty enough. Okay, and then these guys pick up here. There we go. Okay. Alright, and how many crafters do we need here? We need 9. Okay. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Perfect. Okay, and these guys are making soil, wherever that is. Yes, soil there. Okay. There we go. But yeah, we don't need power poles for every other, so let's get that all hooked up. Cool, cool. So now we're producing soil. And yeah, that kind of just cooks. So we get all of our soil onto a belt. Actually, wait, let's see. Well, there's 9 of these. 9 of those, huh? Oh, but we need soil for other things. But we can probably just go like this, but that's good. Actually, wait, we can, I think, be pretty efficient here, can't we? Let's see. Yeah, we can. Okay, cool. Let's do that then. So in this guy, we're making tree seeds. There we go. So let's let all that come in. And then what we're going to do is essentially we'll go here, here, and then here. And I think that's both of these guys covered. So yeah. Copy this guy, get that set up on each of those, and then we'll go through with power now, so that we can save on the amount of poles we're using. There we go. Okay, and now these guys just need water, which I'm going to bring from over there. So now, we should see these guys spitting out tree seeds on the other side of this. Yes, there we go. Cool, perfect. Now from there, we just go into a bunch of arboretums, huh? Okay. Okay, and then we're just doing trees like this. Okay, so let's see, 4. Okay, so that means we need to copy this guy 9 times. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And that should be 36. Yes, perfect. Okay, cool. Run this guy out like this. Run this guy right here. Alright. Run water all the way there, okay? So, we'll do that, and then we're gonna get each of these guys set up. And there's no reason for me to make that an underground. Okay, so each of these guys, so 2 in, 2 in. Okay, get this guy copied there. Okay, 2 in, and then I think we can just do 1 out, probably. Okay, and then once we have that, what I'm going to do is copy this whole thing, and now we can go down the line, and this last one didn't paste all the way, did it? Oh no, it did, I just didn't copy enough for all of these. Great. Oh man, can't believe I bungled up that one. There we go. Get the top row all cleaned up. Alright. Bottom row now. There we go. So, now we'll have trees coming out of here. And from there, we need to set up a system to cut them. So we need 3 assemblers to cut. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3. Let's see here. Actually, wait. So it's 9. Oh, can't do that. I'm trying to see if I space it out, if there's a good, setup to do for. Guess that's not bad now, is it? Go like that. Okay, whoops, break that. These guys are doing wooden boards. These guys are doing wood. Okay. Now we need to feed these guys in. Okay, there we go. So now you need to get something set up for saws here. So, iron is right here. I'll shoot like this. Run this guy over. Run out of belts. All part of the plan. Okay. Okay, this guy's making saws. We're going to delete that just until we can figure out what we're going to do with this. So if I'm trying to remember... Shoot, I just had this conversation in another episode. There's a side that inserters prefer to go on. I remember that. But I don't remember which one it is, right? So if I do this... Okay, and I clearly I'm going too fast to get an actual read. Yeah, so they prefer to pull from the inside. So we can use that to our advantage by if they pull from the inside, right? We know that they pull from the inside. We set up this belt like this. These will pull from the inside, right? Before they pull from the outside. So, if they prefer to pull from the inside, then we just make sure that the ones that we recycle back, right? So, these are the ones we recycle back. We make sure that these are on the inside. Okay, and we whitelist these saws. So these are now on the inside, right? And we feed them back around. Now we need to make sure that these are not on the inside. So we want to make sure that these are not on the inside. Did I mess something up over here? I did. I just missed one random belt. Works out. So now I think we should never lock up because these guys are only adding them to the outside, right? We can only ever add it to the outside, I think. And these prefer to pull from the inside. So I think we should be fine here. I guess we'll find out, but... yeah, I guess we'll find out. Okay, and then we have 15 of these. Oh, let's get these guys all set up. There we go. Run this all the way over. Well, I guess not all the way over. We gotta run it down from up here to see where our belt is, huh? So it would be here. Alright, well, there we go. So now we have belts going, and let's see if this backs up here. Okay. Well, it would appear as though these have all backed up. So this was not the idea I thought it was. In fact, I think there's a chance I tried this exact same thing in a previous iteration of this. It's a very non-zero chance of that. Okay. So that does mean we're going to have to do the way we did it before. So this guy, okay, yes, that's right. So, red for these guys. Read hand, none, pulse, yes. Read hand, pulse, none. Okay, good. Make sure that one's the same. Yes, so now those guys, every time they pick up, will count one up. Okay, and then we'll do green for these guys. Okay, we need to do a stopover. Okay, and we do that, that's right. Okay. So these green guys, same thing, pulse. None. Okay. Now we do one here. Oh, whoops. Okay. I'm just gonna let this run for a while until these saws all disappear. Surely that won't take too long. Man, this one saw is living through all of these 90% chances. Oh, there we go. We finally ate it. Okay. So, yes, I will do here. And I will get this guy hooked up. Here. And this one, read, hold, can't, contents, pulse, okay. And then if saws... Why can't I find these? Less than 50. Okay, and I forgot to do this. Okay, there we go. Now, we change this to pick up there. Cool. We have a runaway number. Oh, whoops, I forgot to connect that. Okay. Well, okay, so this is 100, okay, so this is, we've got a little bit of number inflation going on. So that's going to be 150. Because, yes, I think that number is an okay number to have on the belt. So, we're just not going to bother with that, but there we go. So that is all of our wood done. Very nice. Now, we can delete that guy. Okay, we're probably not at the point where we can start making the light boards yet, I would say. Oh, it's going to be a very similar build, looking at it now. But we'll do that in another episode. This is a super easy one, let's just do that. Alright. Okay, there we go. Okay, we need crushers too. And we need electric furnaces. Okay, let's just wait for those to come in. Eight iron plates on me for some reason. Okay, there we go. So that's everything we need to make. Oh, I should note also, this is 7.5 stone and 7.5 brick. I'm doing the exact same thing I did, where I'm just going to split a belt between the two. But yeah. Let's see, how much water is this? 2250, okay. So, I'm going to set up one here, and then I think it's what, like 1, 2, 3. That's probably fine. Okay, and then I'll do one of these numbers. Okay. This guy will all be hooked up here. Okay, we will do some stuff with this guy. Dang. Okay, that's going to require me spacing this out, huh? Okay. I guess I won't do it like that then. So, let's see. We'll have one right here. and one right here is what we'll have to do. Yeah. Okay, so that one goes there, this one goes there. There we go. How much slag is this? 22.5. Alright, that means we need a red belt. Okay. And now this should be tileable. Yeah? Yeah, looks like it. Okay, cool. Let me get these guys in there now. Okay. There we go. Now this whole thing is what I want to tile. Okay, we need a lot of these, so 4, 6. Oh no. I've made a mistake. Okay, I'm gonna have to change the top, that's okay. 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46. Okay. And yeah, we're getting rid of all that. It's all wrong. Okay. So I kind of need to do this in groups of 2. So I do these guys like this, right? And then I do there, 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 there. Okay. Wait, whoops, not there. Like that. There we go. Now that I have that, I can copy this. And put it there. Okay, there we go. And then let's see. Power all of those, right? Okay. Oh, they all need a recipe then to help them, right? Okay, there we go. Alright, and now we need 8 of these guys. Three, 4, 2, 3, 4. I'm splitting this between 2 because it's a lot, right? 45. So we're gonna need 2 of these guys going on. Okay, there we go. That's good. There we go. Okay, I need more resources, so I'm going to get down into logistic range here and let it fill me on up. I was actually so close to logistic range, I had no idea. Okay. From there, these both go into 6 assemblers total. Really, that's it? Huh. Not gonna lie, I thought it would be like way more. There we go. So this is 22.5. So yeah, we'll merge all this back down, I guess. Okay, there we go. Get this guy to here. Okay, then we do. Okay, and now realistically, we need to somehow do 2/3 of this to 1. So, okay, so we need this to be 1 to 3. So, forgive me for a second as I pull up a picture of a 1 to 3 merger. Okay. Don't necessarily understand the science behind this, but I'm fully trusting this random Reddit post I found like a year ago for this. So, let's try to understand this here. We know what that first one does. That first one splits it into 2. Okay. And then going into another splitter here. Okay. Now it looks like that. Yep. Okay, so that makes sense. I guess we are. No, that does make sense. Okay, so we're splitting this one in half, right? So presumably that would mean we have one full thing here, or sorry, at this point here, and then one full thing here. This turns it into half of a belt here, half of a belt here. This turns it into half of a belt here, half of a belt here, and this feeds it back into the start, which then, as we said, splits it through. Okay. So now that we've done that, we can merge 2 of these down. Okay, there we go. And this is what we put our furnaces on. So, we'll have 12 furnaces like this. Is that right? No. I thought I put in a request for the upgraded one. What happened? Oh, it looks different. Okay, I see. The texture probably is just off. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There we go. Alright. Get going like that. Get going like that. Okay, and then this is 15. Okay, so 7.5 stone, 7.5 of that. So that means we do one of these numbers. There we go. So now these guys will all be doing there. Alright, and we want each of these guys to do this and this. Wait, nope, never mind. One of these guys needs to drop it, there we go. But we can now copy this guy and paste it onto each grouping of 3. Okay, there we go, and then power these guys. Okay, there we go. So now we bring this over there, and we bring this up. Naturally, the span of this is too big, so we're gonna have to get this going. Alright, this is the only gap. Let's get that fixed. Okay. There we go. Oh, and I think a couple episodes, like 5 episodes or 10 episodes or something like that. I actually said I was going to try to share the Reddit post that I found with all the splitters, but apparently my YouTube account, you have to like have it be active for a certain amount of time, and I guess to post links in the comments, and I guess while I had that at one point, that break that I took just made it so that I can no longer do that. So, if people want that, I can check if it's, you know, up to the point where I'm able to post images, or sorry, not images, but links in my description. But yeah, I don't know when I'll get that back, but if it's something people want, I can try to be more, you know, diligent about it. Okay, we're done with this guy now. So, let's see, what all do we think we can pull off today? We'd probably do this. Seems not too hard to do. So yeah, we can probably do this guy. Okay, so let's look at this. We're gonna need 2, 2, 1, 1. So we'll go 2, 2. Okay, and then we'll do 1, 1. That's what we'll do for that. Okay. I need the deep pump from over here. Okay, these guys will both get one of those. How much water are we using for this whole thing? Barely any. Good stuff. That means we can get away with pump here, pump. I mean, we could actually just get away with a pump there, which is kind of crazy, but you know. Alright, get all of these guys hooked up. Slow down my speed. What am I doing going this fast? Okay, 2, 3, 4. I do need to get these guys like that. Then all of these guys are gonna need to do this. I guess we'll go this way actually, but yeah. Hook these guys up. There we go. Now we'll want to do, whoops, let's just go here, here, because then we can do that. Yeah, there we go. That's better. Okay, and then we'll power it this guy from down here. There we go. So that should be all of those guys. Now we want a liquefier. Alright, let's grab liquefier over here. This guy will go here. Actually, no. He'll go there. He is going to clarify this water because it doesn't really matter if we run it back into the system or not. Okay. Okay, so now these guys are all output full with the other liquid. That's what we want. Okay. So now that we've done that, we need 6 for clay, 2 for sand, and 3 for that. Okay. So I'm gonna go in order of easiest to least. So which one uses heavy mud water? None of them. Okay, so which one uses concentrated mud water? Concentrated mud water is the clay. Okay, there we go. So we'll copy this guy, and we want to do along these lines something like this. Let's see. Let's wait for this to get built so we can see where the inputs lie for clay. Because I'd like to see where they fall before I start trying to blend. Okay, so we changed this guy here to clay. Okay, so it's that. Cool. And if I go there, yeah, there we go. We can do that. Okay, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Okay. There we go. Now that should be all of those that we need. Now we just need to route it all. I trapped myself. Okay, well. There we go. So now, let's see, how much of this do we actually have? We have 7.5 of this. Okay. So, we'll put this all onto a belt. Okay, there we go. These guys down. Alright, so now we have this, we have one down. Okay. I realize this guy's in the way. There we go. Okay, so now, this guy is our next one. It makes it light mud water. Who uses light mud water? Alright, limestone. So we need 3 of these guys. Okay. So these guys will be limestone. Just gonna hook up all my water like that. May as well. Okay. Get this guy going. And this will be 3.8. Well, it's really 3.75, I think. So, I'm going to take a risk here. And then we need 2 for sand. Okay. That guy down there. If we ever need to be walking in there, I think we got problems, so I'm not going to worry about it. go. And then we're going to change these guys to sand. Boom. There we go. Now... we just need to go into 2 blast furnaces. So I guess we're grabbing those guys from over here. Alright, there we go. Then down here we'll drop this and we'll do right filter. Clay. Yes. Or sand, sorry. Okay. And, well, really, actually, this should be the opposite. It should be the left filter. But, you know. I completely did not even turn on the filter. There we go. Oh no, they both filled up. Okay, well. This guy's making 1. Okay, now we're gonna need to split off this guy over here. Okay. Grab these guys. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. And then these guys are going to pull up from here. Okay, and then you power them. There we go. Okay. Now get rid of this gas. And we're just going to vent it. Oops, messed up there. Dang. Okay, I messed this up. It is 1, 2. There we go. There we go. Okay, cool. Oh, that was something. Okay, now that we've done that, we need 4 assemblers and then 4 furnaces. I'm just gonna yoink this. Okay, we need to slow down a bit here. Alright, I did the spacing because I basically want each ingredient to have its own inserter. There we go. Offset these guys. There we go. Bring this over. Okay. Whoops. Yeah, I don't know why I'm not even gonna bother stopping that logistics robot. Let them do their thing. Alright, but yeah, I should get a restock here. And look at it, that's about the time for the end of the episode, so yeah, sorry this was a bit of a dull one to get back into things here, but yeah, got wood plates done, we got stone brick and stone done, and then we got clay bricks done. That's not shabby, honestly. Sorry it's all repeat stuff, but then again, we're gonna be on repeat stuff for a while until we can get our basic infrastructure circuits up for, we're gonna have to do all the way from basic to green to red, and then to blue before we can start automating some of the sciences. I may, I don't think I really have anything else to add. I think that's kind of just how it is, but hopefully you enjoyed. Once again, I apologize for missing the past 2 days on uploads. I try to do daily, but I've been unsuccessful at that, so don't be surprised if there's more days like this where I have to apologize for missing some. But yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.